I'm Damon Campbell with MusicSmellLife.com, backstage here in Detroit on the Under the Influence of Music tour with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
It's the one and only, man. Stoner Girls Gone Wild, Mr. Turner, Berner.
Berner, what can you tell people about Wicked Wizard?
Wicked Wizard. Wow, man, that's crazy. Hey, man, I want to thank Wicked Wizard, man, because I was in like a continuation school in Arizona, and this fool came up to me and he tried to play me, but he really ended up saving me and like turning me up. He tried to sell me his old karaoke equipment and told me I should be a rapper, and like I was like, yeah, whatever. And made me bust a freestyle in the parking lot, and I did it, and he pretty much conned me into buying his piece of shit karaoke equipment to make little songs in my basement, and that's where it all started at. So Wicked Wizard, continuation school in Arizona. You're my boy. I don't know where you are, but man, you definitely turned me up, man.
And you still actually have the microphone stand that came with it, right?
Yeah, that stand I recorded all my albums on, every single one.
Wow.
Like every one except this newest stuff we're doing. So yeah, that stand is still in my house. It's crazy. Like it's taped up. It looks really ghetto, but yeah, it works.
When you were down in Arizona, your dad was actually gonna have a Mexican restaurant. Did he end up working that out or no?
Nah, man, this is crazy. It's tripping me out. Nah, things changed. He wanted to go down there and open a Mexican restaurant, but he just stayed in the Bay. My parents divorced, so we ended up staying out there on and off until high school. So I'd be like in Arizona, get kicked out, come to San Francisco, get kicked out, go to Arizona, get in trouble, go to San Francisco. So nah, he kept it in San Francisco. Legendary Mexican restaurant too, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Does the name Don Toriano ring a bell at all?
It does. Yeah, Don Toriano was the first person that like put me on like a real record. Like, shout out to my boy Don Toriano from Frisco, Fully Loaded. He found me when I was selling weed out of Telly's coffee shop and working at a coffee shop at 16, 17. They had me battle rap people. Like, I battle rapped his cousin. His cousin tried to fight me, and it just went on from there. Like, that's how I really started rapping too. Like when it comes to like really fucking around with it was on some battle shit, which no one really would ever expect. But yeah, Don Toriano's my boy, man.
Did you once have a #1 song in Germany?
I did have a poppin' ass song in Germany. Shout out to John Boy and all them boys at Jam FM. Me and Noble from the Outlaws, shout out to Noble. We had a record called I'll Be Your Pushin'. It was just crazy. Cosmo on the beat, and it just popped off in Germany somehow. I don't know, but I went out there and had that shit cracking. Like, it was cracking.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that.
Yeah, John Boy, man.
What's the significance of the record plant in LA?
Record plant is cool. Like, record plant is like Studio 54 almost. I feel like it's like a straight nightclub. And like that's where I made the Chris Brown record happen. Yep. That's how Yoko came about.
That's where you guys met, right?
That's where we met, and his cousins knew who I was from like weed blogs and shit. And then I played him a song, and he was just hella feeling it and hopped on it. So like the record plant to me means a lot because that Yoko song just kind of just pushed everything.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Just kind of took it to another level. So yeah, I fucks with the record plant. It's definitely popping.
And you mentioned collaborating with Chris Brown on Yoko.
Yeah.
Along with Wiz and Big K.R.I.T.
Yeah.
And the video, it's actually kind of a miracle the way it came together, isn't it?
It is, because like I'm gonna keep it 100. Like by the time we had the video, time to shoot the video was a last minute thing, and I didn't have my budget the way I wanted it, but I knew what kind of video it could be if we did it right. So I never really said this before on camera, but the Yoko video budget was a little under $5,000, and it looks like $150,000, $200,000 video. Like, we directed it ourselves, we edited it ourselves. We edited it in 2 days. Shout out to my boy Razor. We stayed up and smoked weed till it was done being edited. But yeah, I convinced NASCAR and Irwindale Speedways to let me do it for $500. Wow. They wanted 50 grand. So mouthpiece, Bay Area, came a long way. Taught me a lot, Frisco.
Shades on, polo white tee. Me leaving here alone, that's unlikely. Not a stoner bitch, but she like me. Trying to get that final cut. Interview bomb. Gangsters do what they want to do. Fuck niggas do what they can. This is Berner right here, real gangster.
That's my boy, man.
Your connection to him goes all the way back to a phone call with Mr. Fab, right?
Mr. Fab called me, and I was at the weed shop, and he said, "Yo, you ever heard of Wiz Khalifa?" And at the time, I was like, "I've kind of heard of him, but I don't know him." He's like, "Well, he wants to come through and smoke." So him and everyone came through, and it was cool since then. Like, we partied, smoked, and turned the fuck up.
Nice.
Yeah.
And speaking of phone calls, you're quite the prank caller, aren't you?
Well, I don't know how you know that, man. Shit, man. Yeah, man. Me and my boy Kaz and a couple other people, like, we get high and we prank call, man. I haven't done it in a while, but I think a few people are going to get pranked tonight. Like, you ever heard of that thing, Trap Call?
I haven't.
It's like this app. You could download it and change your voice and call from any number. So I can call you from your mom's number right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But, oh, my God, Uncle Billy just got shot. Say whatever I want to say. It's crazy, yeah. But we got a lot of celebrities. I actually had a few people mad at me. We were going to have Celebrities in Jeopardy, like a little DVD. But, you know, people didn't know how to take the joke.
Right.
They couldn't take it.
Happens sometimes. Now, on a more serious note, you have a pretty special tattoo on your arm, don't you?
I do, yeah. Right here is my mom. She passed away from stomach cancer, and it was kind of like crazy because that was the one person who like really kept me motivated with the music and like with just being like who I am. I feel like my personality and the way I raised my kid is all from my mom. So when she passed away, it came real sudden. I just came back from Atlanta from doing some shows, and she told me I have 4 months to live. I have stomach cancer. I didn't believe it, and it was true. So when she passed, I definitely had to get a nice portrait of her. I got it right here. The yellow roses symbolizing her and the angels around her. So yeah, this tattoo means a lot. As well as this one too. It's my daughter's feet. That's my best friend and definitely the most important person in my life right now. My baby girl Janelle. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly have my condolences.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, she was a good person, so she got me where I'm at right now. I like truly believe that.
Right.
Yeah.
You also have you know, your hands dipped in fashion with the Freshco and the Cookies clothing. Are those intertwined at all, or are they completely separate?
They're completely separate, but I think at the end of the day, like I might run it. I'm thinking about like making Cookies my official merch. You can only get it at the shows, maybe.
Right.
It is kind of picking up. Like people just seeing Chris Brown wearing it in France, and you know we all rock it. So it's definitely an interest in it. Freshco is something I'm really gonna put our time and energy into. We got my boy Sketch, who is behind DGK's designs. He also did the first like little cursive logo for Diamond and drew the diamond out. So
wow, we
got him as our business partner, and the Freshco style is just so dope. So like I'm just trying to like do more than music. Like, you know, with music you can only do so much. So I'm gonna do what I can do, and then just dip my hands in whatever else I can, and just make sure we got to really ride out.
And you got some support with that too. Even like Wiz is in with you on the Freshco, right?
Yeah. We're partnering up on that and just gonna take it to a whole nother level. A lot of clothing lines are falling off right now, man. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna come in and turn your swag up a little bit.
Yeah. Now I've seen you guys bonging some beers on this tour. Who would you say is the fastest?
Lonnie. He's not here. Big Lonnie could take a beer bong like nothing. That boy takes that thing quick. I know this is my first time doing it. It gets you faded quick. Like I said, partying with Wiz is definitely a task. You need to be ready. Right. He will turn you down. He'll turn you up and then turn you down. So, like all you guys that say you smoke and drink a lot, man, don't come around here if you ain't ready. We put rappers down for real. Bye. A lot of motherfuckers fall out fucking with us for real. Right. Yep. They throw joints on the floor and shit. Like, big joints. They're like that fat, like that long. They throw them away. They get scared.
Damn. Well, thanks for your time, man. I definitely
thank you, man.
it.
Hey, I definitely appreciate you doing your homework, man.
No
I'd love to do interviews when people know.
Definitely. Anything else that you want to leave the people with?
Yeah, man. Make sure you follow me, Berner415 on Twitter. Berner SF on Facebook. Urban Farmers and Mixtape is coming out late September, early October. I guarantee you it's my best work. Turn the fuck up, TGOD.